Isolele. Mama Matuzola, let's go on this point here.
Reparation to Angola and withdrawal of Belgium from Congo. O Simao, will all these people whom you lied, misguided, and set up be able to bear and watch over their lives? Your question is a good one, but know that not only will I endure and watch over their lives and their future, but your own life is also in my hands.
Luvuvamu!
Yala.
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 But your own life is also in my hands. Family, who is this? That say, even your life is in my hands. Who is this, family? Our ancestors, they call him Mvuluzi, Mvungudi. Who is this? You don't need to answer us. That deep inside, ask him, who are you? Let's go, Mama Matzola.
You chain Kimbongu here in Congo, but you cannot chain me. You will extricate.
Now, let's first see this. Now, let's continue first because of time.
You will extricate me to my land, but know that this land does not belong to you. Therefore, I shall expel you too. My reparation to Angola will also be reparation because that land does not belong to you. I will go and I will return, but you will go for good. Because when I come back, I won't find this Belgian government. Inside this atmosphere, a ruler of the back.
You just stop there first, Mama Tuzola. Going back here, point number 12. Kimbangu, very powerful man. He performed a lot of miracles. And deep inside, spiritually, we say Kimbangu is the same spirit of the one who was crying on the desert, is the same one who was in Kimbangu. Kimbangu is the one who came to open the ways for Simon Toko. And he said, you were able to chain him, to stop him. But me, you're not gonna stop. Once again, the question is still, who is this man that was talking with this boldness, without fear, to a white supremacy like this, family? We are not talking about 2022, family. 1949. Africa was down in the darkness. White supremacy was taking over everything. Everybody was afraid. There was no African leader to stand up, but this man is saying, your life is in my hand, even yours, and all my followers' life and the future as well. You cannot stop me. Who is this, family? Who is this? And while the time was going, Simon Toko was a very funny guy as well. And he was not afraid of anyone. He said, this land that you are saying that leave this land doesn't belong to you. It is mine. He was introducing something here, family. Africa is not just a simple continent that have divided Angola, Congo, Mozambique, Kenya, Tanzania. No. Back in the days, it was only Africa. There was no borders. And Simon Toko with a confidence was defending this. You are taking me out of my land, but remember, you will be the one going for good. Le vamos!
Yalla.
Yala.
Can a simple black man say that to a white man? He was not talking with a normal white man family. Was the government, was the Belgian government. But it's saying you are the one that are gonna live for good. I will go, yes, because Tata Nzambe allowed me to go. I'm not going because you are saying for me to go, because Nzambe allowed me to go. I will go. And let's see something very deep that will happen in the point 16 family. Very deep that happened to this man. Brother Dominic.
Family, are we following? Are we together?
Ngeta.
Yes.
Yes, we are following that.
Don't get us wrong, please. Don't get us wrong. We are not racist. We don't preach hate speech. No. As we said, we are meditating. Today is a day of meditation. We don't do this every day, right? There are specific days we have to bring everything out. And today is the day. Yesterday we were busy praying, meditating as well, Sabbath. And today's the day we talk about this, for us to meditate who we are and what our people went through back in the days. And of course, do not develop any hate, all right? Do not that. The fruit of the Mandavilla is self-control. We still have to remember that we are pure people, and do not forget love, but also do not forget who you are, both things. All right, let's carry both. Love and a weapon, both things. Love is to love, a weapon is to fight. So we'd like to make that disclaimer for for us to understand each other very well and to avoid misunderstanding. Okay, we've been following us. We don't speak that way every time, no. But today is the day we have to go say it. Just want to clarify something very quick. All right, so can you go to point 12? Just to say, family, on the point 12, as yet Samba says, that was a question, that was asked to Simon Toko by, the Belgium government. One guy, from my position is the one who asked him this question. Oh, Simao. In other words, these people that you've been lied, misguided, will you be able to watch over their life if you take them back? Will you be able to take care of them? And back in the days, you have to remember that Africa, when we say in darkness, was still under the suffering. People were crying and dying all over the country, the continent. Back in the days, even in Angola, there was no leader to uprise. against, the European colonizers. Even in the Congo as well, nobody. And nobody was able to lead a multitude of people like Kimbangu and Toko, nobody. And others as well. The men that were leading people was the men sent by Ntamyapungu. That's why they were fearless. Because a man of Tatanzambe is a dead people on earth. He looked to himself as a dead. That's why he doesn't care about his life. Whether I die or live, I will do it. One of them was Dr. King. That's why he was also fearless. And others. So yeah, and point 16, you have already followed the conversation that he had with this Belgium authority or officer, right? Mama Zola, can you go point but that was a result, point 16, there was a result of the aggressive conversation they had with Toko. And remember, back in the days, who are we to face a colonizer and tell them the truth? Maybe back in the days, US, our people, they were already free, trying to fight, we're still, slaves. And the slave you will not face until. But Toko was a fearless, as we said. I will go and I will return. But you will go for good. Because when I come back, I won't find you. This Belgium government. Mama Zola, point 16.
Inside this atmosphere, a ruler of the Belgian administration named Pelote had a mismatch with our venerable leader, and as a result was subtracted the days of his life, eventually dying. On leaving Congo for Angola,
What happened? So Mama Zola. That, they had a fight. They started the fight by talking, arguing, and later on this guy slapped him. He slapped Toko on his face. Because remember, back in the days, who are you to confront a Mzungu? Who are you? A colonizer. Tell him the face. But if you check the slaves, they're speaking with the masters. They have to bow down their heads, right? Am I lying, Mama Matswala?
no, that's true.
Yeah, they will not look in the face, right? They will, even if you
Right.
look, they will tell you, why are you looking me at the face? You have to look down and say, master. Toko even refused to call them a master. She say, you. Yes, Mama Matswala, point number 17.
On leaving Congo for Angola, the Holy Spirit told me, your administrator from the indigenous city to Leopoldville will accompany you to Matadi on the border with Angola and hand you over to the Portuguese authorities. I replied to the Spirit, thank you very much. The administrator appeared and said to me, go to the station and wait there for me, because the administrator had gone for coffee. At the Leopoldville railway station, while we were waiting for the administrator, the Spirit said to me, Simao, the administrator doesn't come anymore because he died on the table, and I couldn't even have breakfast. The
Sorry.
guard
Sorry, Mama Zola. And he couldn't even have a breakfast. Just to correct that, that's a mistake on our side. That is what the mother say. He died, and he couldn't even have a breakfast, because the guy goes, he sits down on his table to have a breakfast. Fluid passed away.
Mm.
Yes, Mama Zola, point 22.
The guard boss called me and said, Monsieur Simon, the administrator has died because of the heart disease he suffered. Arriving in Matadi, and the authorities who accompanied us informed our Portuguese authorities to take care of me because I am flying. Oh my God, even the philosophies themselves are confused by simple things.
Matono Masaka, just also to correct something there. Point 23. There, the Belgium government informed the Portuguese authority to be careful with Toko because they say this guy, he flies. All right. They say this guy, he flies. Be careful with this guy because he flies. In other words, they were accusing him of many things. They said Toko is a very dangerous man. Be careful because he flies at night. And that was, what happened with the administrator. That was the response. He slapped Toko, and the result, he died while trying to drink coffee. Do you know why Tatanzamba said in the book of Exodus 14:14, be still? Dear family, who provoke a peculiar people of Nzambiampungu is provoking to himself a huge problem. That's why even we don't get mad at people easily, because we know how Nzambi may react, and that you as well. We have to know who we are, family. We have to know who you are. And you have to have that in mind, that whoever touches you is provoking, is giving to himself a death sentence. A death sentence. To touch the people of Nzambiampungu is provoking, is giving to himself a death sentence. Ungubane, know you who you are and the power that you carry. Just a simple prayer, even a simple prayer. If you do a simple prayer against your enemy, it is possible for someone to kill them. It is. It is. You as a Muntu, you are very dangerous in a good way, all right, because of the power you carry. That's why let's watch what we say to people. Otherwise, what we say, even the prayer that we do, will be done according to our desire and will. Mana Luisa. We'll be asking you, Luisa, Sister Luisa, Mana Luisa.
I'm here.
Yeah, terminamos. Yeah, tens comentário, Mana Luisa, quanto a este ponto?
Yeah. Posso?
Yes, Mana Luisa, go ahead. Sister Luisa has a comment on this one. Go ahead, Sister Luisa.
Eu quero pedir aos amados irmãos que nos concentremos no ponto, os 3, 4 últimos pontos, acho que é do 20 a 24. Conseguem me ouvir?
Yeah, I want us to focus on the points 20, to 24.
24.
Very important.
Porque hoje nós estamos aqui e estamos a falar de uma grande personalidade, de um grande homem para o mundo e para os toquistas.
So today we are here speaking about a very great figure for the entire world, for the Tokos as well.
O que me chama a atenção nesses 4 pontos
And
é,
what caught me attention on these 4 points is
é o fato de que nesses 4 pontos nós vimos que realmente Simão Gonçalves Toko não é um homem comum.
so on these 4 points, we can see that Toko is not a common man.
Porque se nós repararmos em tudo que nós vimos nesse preciso momento e meditamos hoje,
He's not the average man. And if we pay attention closely on what we meditated today,
podemos ver a grandeza e o poder que há sobre este homem.
if we just see and meditate on what we saw today, family, we could see the greatness within this man.
Que o poder do Espírito Santo habitava sobre ele.
The power of the Mwanavela resided upon him.
Que Deus revestia-o sempre.
Zambi was always, using him.
Quem é um homem normal que tem o poder de falar o que ele falou para os dirigentes, não é? Os governantes naquele exato momento.
Which man back in the days had the power, the same power he had, to face the politician, the government back in the days, to face them and tell them the way
Se
it
tu
is?
não tens esse poder, não te podes atrevir a falar com o homem dessa forma.
If you, back in the days, if you do not carry such a power, you want to be able to speak to the political authority or governmental authorities the way you did.
Porque todos aqueles que uma vez tentaram fazer isso tiveram um fim negativo.
Because most or all of those men who tried to do the same thing, they had a very negative end. The end was very
Mas
bad.
Simão Toko não teve.
But not this man. He didn't have this bad end.
A minha reflexão, ou o que eu peço aos irmãos, é que meditamos em torno realmente dessa figura, dessa pessoa que nós hoje falamos.
So the reflection family, the task is for us to meditate deeply
Não são
on what going
histórias,
through with this man.
não
And
é
this is not
história,
just a fairy tale, no.
não é bonecos, desenhos animados.
Yeah, this is not a fairy tale, something made up, no.
Mas é a verdade.
But this is the truth.
É o homem enviado por Deus, Cristo.
That's a man sent by Nzambe, Kuswa.
Simão Toko
Simão Toko
é e sempre será o Filho de Deus.
He is and always will be a Mwanamuntu, son of the living Nzambe.
Basta nós crermos e veremos.
We have to believe that And once we believe, we will see.
Porque não é um homem que mente, mas tudo o que fala ou tudo o que falou e continua a falar hoje tem acontecido.
He's not a man who lie, no. But everything he spoke and everything he has been speaking has been fulfilling, even until now.
Quando o administrador deu a bofetada a Simão Toko,
When the administrator slapped Simon Toko's face,
alô?
yes, Mona Lisa, go ahead.
Dizia eu, no momento em que foi dado a
Estás no mute, Mona Luisa.
desculpa, também a chamada, tive que desligar a chamada.
Ok. Yeah, continua, Mona Luisa.
Dizia eu que quando o governante, não é, quando foi dado a chapada a Simão Gonçalves Toko,
I was saying that when the administrator slapped Toko,
naquele preciso momento foram tirados dias de vida a essa pessoa.
in that same moment, the administrator, his years of life was deducted.
E nós
Or reduced.
lemos que essa pessoa acabou por morrer.
And we read that this person died.
Se tu não és um homem com poder do Espírito Santo, não tens essa capacidade para fazer.
If you are a man without the power of the one of the Lord, the Holy Spirit, you want to be able to have this capacity to do that.
Creiamos somente
So
porque
let's
Deus
believe.
nele fala e nele está.
Because Zambia Boom will speak through him.
Alô?
Yes, Mona Lisa.
Ok. O último ponto para concluir, para me terminar,
And to conclude, the last point for me to finish,
o ponto 23,
point number 23.
quando eles chegaram, os
When they arrived
administradores ou as autoridades que os acompanhavam,
Quando chegaram em Mona Lisa?
a Matade.
Oh, okay. So when they arrived in Matadi, Matadi, by the way, is Angola, right? When they arrived in Matadi, the administrators who were accompanying them,
As autoridades belgas informaram as autoridades portuguesas
the Belgium authority, as soon as they, the people arrived in Matadi, is a border. The Belgium authority, they informed the Portuguese authority the following.
que tomassem conta dessa pessoa, porque ele voa.
They said, be careful with this man because this man flies. He flies.
Como eles fazem ou como sabiam que Simão Gonçalves Toko voava?
And the question is, how did they know that Toko fly?
Porque eles sabiam realmente quem era Simão Gonçalves Toko.
Well, because they really knew who Toko was.
E eles não queriam admitir quem era Simão Gonçalves Toko.
And the problem is that they didn't want to admit or acknowledge who Toko was.
Queriam esconder a verdade.
They wanted to hide the truth
Sobre o poder que havia sobre este homem.
about the power that this man had.
Ao meio de tudo que nós falamos, eu faço só mais uma pergunta e depois concluo.
And concerning everything that we have already covered, there is another question to ponder.
Quem é o homem que, quando vai preso, acarreta milhões e milhões de pessoas à prisão?
Who is this man that when he is thrown into jail, he has the power to attract plenty people into the
A
prison as
tendência,
well?
a tendência é que quem vai preso não quer ir para a prisão.
Well, you know, as far as we're concerned, you know, whoever is in jail, you don't want to join that person, right?
Mas naquele momento as pessoas iam se entregar às autoridades
That's
para
the
serem
logic.
presos.
At the logic, when somebody's in jail, you run away. But back in the days, you know, somebody's in jail and they will also join the jail. They
Então é
will
porque
surrender themselves.
sobre esta pessoa há poder. Sobre esta pessoa Deus fala e continua. Falou e continua a falar.
So that's a sign that, you know, in that man, there was a power. There is a power. Nzambi spoke through him and they continue to speak through him.
Simão Toko é o Filho de Deus. Amém.
So Simon Toko is the Mwana Muntu,
Amém.
son of the living Nzambi.
Amém.
Amen. Matondo Masaka, Sister Luisa, Luvuvamo.
Yala.
Yalla.
Amém.
Matondo Masaka, dear family. And before I hand the time to Brother Tusamba, you know, every people, they have a leader. Back in the days that Nzambi raised Moses, you know, then, you know, it's only like always had a leader. That's why, but all the leaders, they play different roles. If you go back to the history, you know, Isaiah, he came for a specific mission. That's why even the people, they hate him. They didn't believe him. Do you know why they didn't believe him? Because people, they were under slavery as well. And it comes under slavery, a period of slavery. And people, they're tired of suffering. And they want to get rid from this Roman Empire. And they're tired even of paying tax. And they ask, you know, should we continue to pay? you know the answer, right? The answer killed them, made them to be even angry. Give to Caesar what belongs to Caesar and give to them what belongs to them. They were like, no way. They were like, no. We want to get rid from this stuff. So back in the days, things were different because Isaiah came for a specific mission. That's why he didn't overthrow the Roman Empire. He didn't. He didn't even fight because he knew why he came. And the second is what is in the book of Acts. Book of Acts, chapter 1. Sister Dan, can you please help me with that? The book of Acts, chapter 1, verse 6 to 7.
My apologies, I don't have my Bible with me. I'm sorry.
All right, no problem. Elder Mutavias, your mic is open. Do you have your Bible there?
Yes, I do. Acts chapter 1.
Yeah, verse 6 to 7.
So when they had come together, they began asking him, saying, Isaiah, is it at this time that you are restoring the kingdom to Isobele? But he said to them, it is not for you to know periods of time or appointed times which the Father has set by his own authority.
Mm-hmm. Why, Matoro Masaka elder, why did they ask that question? Because they were tired. They were tired. That's why they do not believe him. Many, they denied. Like, no. I want to be free. And this, like, he's even telling us, love your enemy and stuff. They didn't want to hear that. Not because the Messiah was wrong, no. He came, the mission was different. That's why the leader who had one of our times, Simao wasn't there to say, love your enemies, this and that, bless the poor. No. The message back in the days was to fight back because of times. And the elders are here, the scholars are here present. If you follow the history of Africa, most of the country, they became independent after 1949. If you can follow that and you confirm. If you follow, because we say the one that came in 1949. And if you follow the history, most of the country in Africa became independent after 1949. Because while Toko was there in Congo, when he say to those Belgium, you are the one who will leave this country. And I give you, he show his hand. I give you 10 years. And after 10 years, they left. Congo became independent in 1960. The prophecy was fulfilled. And the other country, Angola, 1975, and the other countries, South Africa and the others as well. Kela Mutavi, Kenya was independence. What is the date of Kenya? Independence?
63. 63.
63.
Yeah.
Elder Patrick, where are you from originally?
Zambia, 1964.
64. Mama Lungile, from Zimbabwe, right? Mama Lungile, can you listen to me?
Zimbabwe, I think it's 1980.
1980. Many countries. South Africa.
94.
94. Family. Now we're going to history, right? Yes. If you check the date, the question is that a coincidence? Well, because Simao Toko is a black man, like you and me, nobody will believe. They will say, no, that is just a coincidence. Well, let's just see that in the future, what Tatanzama is kept to prove. If that was an accident, coincidence, or what? Yat Samba, Otono Masaka, dear family.
Louvou, vamos!
Yalla.
Atondo Masaka, beautiful family. This was once again our meditation. Today we didn't come to teach, to share, but we came to meditate, to have a deep reflection about who is truly Simao Gonçalves Toko and what did happen on the 22nd October 1949. Now you have the tools, you have everything for you to know more and more about
Basajulu mwazela pange kota tukisore tuzelese otishima pange tuzelese omishima pange basomba baba banzumbi kulengele mumatuta
bange kulengele mumatuta bange kulengele mumatuta
Bazajulu mwazela bange kota tukisore